Hi, good evening, folks. Thank you for coming back to another Tony Montana video. Obviously, you probably didn't see the video that I made Spanish, so you probably didn't see it. Uh, but I did show a lot of the puppies as of now. So today I showed them. Maybe perhaps later on I'll grab that same video, I'll dub it, I'll put it, English on it over it so that you don't hear the Spanish and you could only just hear the translation myself, being the one that actually saying it. But again, that may be in the future. Well, like always, I hope that you and your family, everyone is doing well. I wanted to make sure that I clarify a couple of things, tackle them before they come in the English version. I got some comments in Spanish, so I wanted to just nip it in the butt right before someone else in English comes out of some sort of idiocracy or something that I'm going to snap and tell them off. Like I said, I tell people I am a nice guy, I'm a good guy, but I am not a calm guy. Okay, I'm not a calm guy. I admit it. I may look calm, but I do have a short fuse. But again, I don't have a gray area, basically. So I could be calm, but there'll be a time and I turn Hulk right away. He's not going to be like, oh, he's getting angry. It, it's a short fuse for a reason. So why am I making this video? The video is because some people saw that I'm selling Simon Chico's dog, and I'm charging 2,000 for the dog. So he was like, "Oh, that's a lot of money! Whoa!" And again, I've expressed to people I don't judge people by their economic stature or economic level. I have great friends from different levels of society. I do not appreciate, however, when people are trying to put their hands in my pocket, so to speak. Come into my channel and tell me how to deal with things. Tell me how to deal with my dog. Tell me how to do with my channel. Tell me how to do things. I'm not that type of person. Okay, this breed is my life. Okay, so I'm just saying overall, in general, this breed is my life. I've dedicated this above everything else. Everybody that comes into my life, sorry, I'm looking at a couple of puppy that I'm gonna do something and there's all the puppies coming underneath the table. They're all over the place. As you can imagine, if you have pit bulls and you have puppies, although I know that I do things differently. My puppies, because I want them to be in a home environment, pet environment, or at least home environment. I'm raising them that way. I'm teaching them that way. I've got, I might show later on a small video of all the things that they've destroyed or they're messing up. But it is what it is. It comes with the territory. You can't be, you cannot want to be wet and be on the beach or inside the pool. You have to acknowledge what it is. And if so it is like a furniture, the stand where I have my TV is wood. Well, let's chew that up in a couple of corners. Of, so it is what it is. I just have to color it, barniz or whatever. Just fix it. I'll Google it and fix it later on. I've had situations where the puppy, one thing I learned is, don't trust your training until it's fully trained, and don't expect the puppies to not be puppies when you're not looking. What do I mean by that? A toy could be for a puppy. Anything could be a toy. Could be a shoe or anything, clothing, anything of that you value that socially as a human is unacceptable to do. The puppies don't know it. Well, that is one of the dogs, male big dogs, teaching the puppy boundaries, space. Just told him, back off. I'm chewing a bone. And again, all part of the training. This is happening all the time. So anyway, but one of the things I learned is, if you have things you're training them to not do, for example, toilet paper. Uh, Toilet paper, they were every morning I came in, or not just toilet paper, any type of paper, any type of cardboard box, or anything that could be chewed and destroyed, they were on it. So, and I don't know. Sometimes they found paper where I didn't know there was paper. Like they just found it because they're bored and they want to play. And so every day I would come and fix it. But give me a second here. I need to stop something. I don't know. Okay. Sorry about that. Oh, let me see if I'm. No. Sorry about that. I had to reprimand one of the puppies that. I guess. Yes. 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 That pulls something down that with the intention of chewing it, and I'm assuming that particular dog is the one puppy is the one that does it all the time. So I am leaving things there to tempt the dog that does it to do it, so I can correct it while I'm here. What I was saying is about toilet paper. Toilet paper. I kind of trained them to leave it alone, but each dog is a personality different than the next, and I don't know which one it was, but I guess I had it. I thought I guess I had fully trained them, but it was just silly of me. I know I did not, but I left the toilet paper where it is, next to the toilet where Anyway, that's where I left it, and it was at their reach. So they pretty much took everything out, shredded everything all over the place, their area, and yeah. So I learned that I need to keep it away, put it back when it's time, when I'm around, when I'm awake, so that they do this while I'm awake, so I can have time. I have the ability to correct the issue, but then take it away, take the toilet paper away. So, and anything else, not just the toilet paper. Make sure that there's nothing that they can pull and destroy, like the green uh, grass. That's some of the things that they've chewed on. I had to teach them not to be chewing on that, but it's a work in progress. Again, they're young, so no, they're young, not that young anymore, but they're young enough that you need to continue training them and keep the toys away when you're not around. If when I say toys, it's anything that they will see as something to entertain them that we don't accept. It's not acceptable for them to use. Like toilet paper, like chew on furniture, chew on shoes, chew on anything that's human. The connection could be a freaking remote control. You don't want that. So all these things are being trained now. And why am I training them? Why am I again? It's because my intention is that they are good pets for the people that already have on my list. And if there's one or two individuals that I'm giving to the public, not necessarily the public, because you're my I'm not really advertising outside my channel. So it's my subscribers, and hopefully I've spoken to you in Instagram. I've given you a heads up, people, that Instagram is the way to contact me. No phone numbers. I'm not giving my phone number away because it's not a business. Business people say, "Oh, you're doing a business. You criticize Chico for this and that, and you make it a business." First of all, I'm criticizing Chico for being a liar, a classless person, um, and for many things. I don't critique him for selling dogs. I don't critique him for that. I always he sold dogs. I met him. He sold dogs to me. So to me, the selling of dogs isn't the issue. You know, I do believe in being transparent, being clear, being honest, and those are the things that I critique. That this individual is anything but honest, anything above water. Like for example, people that may have bought dogs from them. Chico tells them to deposit money into other people's accounts. So, for example, it could be uh, his his wife's sister's name, so that if there's any issue, there's Chico's name is not there, his wife's name is not there, and they could say yes, no, or just they just don't listen to you. And again, it when someone's asking you to deposit money into somebody else's account, they're pretty much something fishy. You gotta raise your hand and say, hey, why am I sending it to someone that you can prove that you paid it? Gotta look. But anyway, one of these person comments saying, "Oh, you're making a business, you're trying to make a profit out of this dog, and using Chico's name in the process. That is some, some spineless stuff or something like to that effect." Um, but I'm like, this person clearly doesn't have dogs. Clearly doesn't have a grasp on the breed. Doesn't have a grasp on what I'm doing here. Have a grasp on what is being done with the dogs. I explained to them, the price I'm putting in is not even. It's basically the amount I paid for the dog. It doesn't include the 3 years that I spent hundreds, if not over 1,000 hours with this dog, training him, socializing, everything that has to be dealt with. My time is money. Aside from that, it doesn't account for the 3 years of eating raw food a lot because it's a big boy, and especially because he's gonna work out, they eat more. So that's another $1,000 right there. Because again, quality. I travel to get the food. It's all quality food, and the dog has been in it for 3 years. It doesn't account for again more of the training. This dog is now house trained. This dog has learned many commands and has learned a lot of things in the process. If you took this dog as a puppy and you put it with a trainer, how much that trainer will charge you for 3 years of training or whatever last 6 months to do different things. Again, add that up, and again, don't don't even count the dealing the headache I had to go through dealing with the breeder. That should be like $1,000 right there. So that $2,000 are really a token amount to try to eliminate people that are broke, that or stiff, that don't want to spend money. Uh, and I don't want to deal with individuals that are going to try to find shortcuts to have the dog, or they see the dog as just a puppy making dog. It's not really what I'm looking. That's why I'm not. Obviously the dog. I do have ADBA papers on it, but it's a combined ADBA. Co-ownership with the breeder. So I will have to wait until the breeder passes away to actually be the only owner and be able to do whatever I want with that. Period. But again, I really would not want the dog to be just like puppy milled. This dog is great for many things, and you can see in my post many things that you can do with this dog. But again, the issue here is don't come to my channel to tell me what to do. Come to my channel uh, bringing opinions that have no base. You know, um, I accept criticism, but if I accept it, be sure to accept it yourself and be sure that I will respond. I won't erase you. I won't, but again, I will respond in kind. So anyway, I'm gonna leave it here. Again, if you're interested in a puppy, I may have one or two, like I said, available. Because again, some people say yeah, but I don't want to be. you know, at the end say, "Oh, sorry, man. I want to have, the ability to say no, certain time. Next, here it is. Let's do it." Again, for Simone, I'll do transporting. I won't, you don't have to come here, but if I do transporting, you send you. I have to receive. I have to receive the full amount, and you deal with the transporting business because if something goes wrong with that transporting guy or person, it's between you and that transporting person. I don't want to get involved in that particular. And you might just make it might be easier just to take a plane from whatever state you are in and come back because I think the transporting costs like 400, 500, 600. That pretty much sounds like a less than a round trip to New York using one of these airline stuff. But and might do it as a small vacation, brief, couple of days here, the family or whatever, yourselves. Go back to where you're from with a nice. Although now that I think about it, you will have to get a good crate because I would definitely think that the dog would be able to open that crate up, and you will have to tie it in there. But anyway, that's the details for the new owner. But anyway, if you want to reach out to me about Timon or one of the puppies that you might be available through Instagram. I'm not going to give my number away. I'm not going to use my number. It's not happening. It's not going to happen. I am a private person for the most part. This channel is for educational and just happen to have the opportunity to provide access to a genuine American Pitbull Terrier with, very good dogs in the first four generations. From a couple of frozen steam breedings in that fourth generation. So and there's like dogs such as Red Pirate there, such as Hollywood Bull. I could say all the dogs' name in the fourth generation. So they're good dogs, have good temperament. And again, when you reach out to me, tell me what type of pet personality you're looking for. These are in being raised as pets, so they can know what not to do and what to do and how to be inside the house. Obviously, I won't be able to teach them to be fully quiet dogs, but they're uh, they're being trained on that path using commands that they recognize since they were very little. So again, it's up to you guys, but don't come to me saying, "Oh, which is that." I mean, if it's not the amount you're looking for, is not amount you're willing to pay, then be on your way. Like I said, it's not even the price of a Chico puppy. And at least here you have a dog that's good. And I say for many things, the dog will excel. I repeat, for many in many activities, the dog Simone will excel. Okay, it just happened that the dog is cold. I repeat, the dog is cold, so that um, if you're looking to fight dogs, don't bite my dogs because they're not for fighting. And this dog in particular is a cold dog, so it's counterproductive that you will spend so much money on a dog that I'm telling you, don't do it. I won't sell you anyway for that, but I'm just saying I'm trying to wake up anybody that has that mentality. Oh, I could turn them on. I could turn them on. No. But anyway, I see I talk a lot, so I'm gonna leave it here. Tony Montana. Till next time.